Rheys, look at this journal I found. It's about that man we're learning about in English.
Ernest Hemingway?
Yeah, it looks like the journal he used to write story ideas down in.
That's really cool, Hailey. We get like an inside look on everything that he was thinking and all the planning that went into the stories.
Yeah, but we should look at it at home. We have to get to volleyball.
Oh yeah, let's go.
It looks like he wants to write a story about PTSD and dealing with the emotions from the war.
Yeah, I pulled up some research and it says here that he served in World War I as an ambulance driver.
It also says here that some of the war scenes that he has come across he will never forget. He has a side note saying that he will use imagery as a major component in his story. Also irony and repetition, as he says down here.
Life is too depressing already. Quote, he should not place himself in a position to lose.
War is a burden of loss. Being an ambulance driver, the injuries I saw were unforgettable. A hospital would make a great place to show soldiers suffering from PTSD. I then can use imagery to show how the soldiers were affected by the war.
Quote, carrying himself straight and soldierly with tears on both his cheeks. He's talking about how the soldiers were incredibly sad but tried to maintain a soldierly stature. On the outside they will just look sad, but the war is seemingly on the inside. This will show how they deal with their emotions.
It's too sad. To add on to the injuries, it says that he wanted to make them ironic by taking away an activity that they used to do but can't because of an injury. He wanted to make them seem smaller and depressed because they couldn't get around like they used to.
Hemingway also says that he could use irony to show that someone lost something. In the margin it looks like he wanted them to lose someone close to them. Maybe a comrade in war, or someone at home to make it unexpected, like a loved one.
He has written in the journal that he was going to have a major's comrade talk about getting married, and the major had just lost his wife. Because the major doesn't want his friend to feel the same pain he did, he could tell him something to the effect of, quote, he cannot marry. He cannot marry. If he is going to lose everything, he should not place himself in a position to lose that. He should not place himself in a position to lose. He should find things that he cannot lose, unquote.
This is a good source of repetition, as well as irony. It makes the major sound delusional almost. Maybe the major is delusional, and he is repeating this to himself to remind him not to get attached to anything because it all goes away.
Then it says that the major should shut himself out from the world because he never reveals his feelings to anyone. He had him ignore everything in the story. He had wrote something to the effect of, quote, he looked straight past me and out through the window, unquote. And during his treatment, quote, he only looked out of the window, unquote.
It's like he was trying to look for something better, and he was trying to escape from his own reality.
Maybe that's the message he was trying to portray. He's telling us, though, the way he escapes his reality is by shutting himself out and welcoming death and sadness into life, because life is too depressing enough. We just have to play the game with half our chips in, so
we don't lose anything important.